Welcome back to Pittsburgh, bitch. Welcome back to A Minute with Chelsea. I am in Pittsburgh at Emily's wedding. It's Emily's wedding day. And we went downstairs for hotel breakfast, which it lasts until 11 o'clock in the morning on the weekends. And I was like, hell yeah. Then we found out the breakfast buffet is $16. And I was like, you are charging $16 for microwave bacon? Are you shitting me? Hilton, since when? I'm so surprised by this. Hilton has always had free breakfast. Paris would never stand for this. Paris, you're my mutual. What do you think of this? She's probably like, I don't think of this at all. I'm busy. Shelby and I checked the pool to see if it was warm enough to swim in, and it was not. So we said, fuck it, let's lay in bed. Because I was just exhausted and I didn't want to do anything. Normally we would be like out in the town, fucking around, or in the pool. But instead we laid in bed and watched King of the Hill. And I fell asleep and I took a nap. And then I woke up and I looked at this and I sent it to Shelby. I didn't say a word. I just filmed her feet and then I sent her the clip. I airdropped it to her. And she said, I have never felt like you hated me more in my whole life. And I was like, what? She was like, I don't like being seen. Then we ordered food. And I said, that looks like a dirty diaper. And she said, it's a sandwich. And it was a huge sandwich. So she pretended to wipe her ass with it because she's nasty. And then I was like, let's take a nap. And she was like, we have to be at the wedding in an hour. And I was like, oh, fuck. So instead, I took a shower. And then I got out of the shower and did my makeup. Shelby ate her lunch, but I felt like I didn't have time to eat mine, even though I got this giant pepperoni sandwich thing. It's not pepperoni, it's sausage. So I got ready. I put my dress on. I put my makeup on. I got my earrings in. I did my hair, and by did my hair, I mean I washed it and dried it. It doesn't really do anything else. It doesn't really curl. But the ceremony starts at 3 p.m. So we had an Uber driver, come get us at 2:15 to take us to the ceremony. And we were feeling cute and hot and awesome. And so we got in the car and it wasn't even raining yet because it was supposed to be rainy all day. And so we were like, this is going to be a good day. And I was like, my boobs are boobing. I'm feeling good. And all of a sudden I was like, there's a draft. And this is a bra I've never worn before. It's brand new. I bought it specifically for this dress. And I was like, what the fuck? Can you reattach this? And Shelby's like, oh, it's not the kind that can be reattached. It snapped. And I was like, it snapped? How? It's the right size. It's not too small. It's not too big. It's brand new. She's like, it looks like someone took a seatbelt cutter to it. I was like, what the fuck? So literally we were driving in this cab with this man that we don't know, and she had to tie a knot in my bra strap. So we make it to the ceremony. My bra is holding up. It's fine, whatever. We sign the guest book and we get our little matchbooks and our matchboxes, whatever they're called, and little chocolates, and we sit down for the wedding. I'm like, I don't really like being in a church, but I have to pee. So I go to pee and I'm like, what's this little box of stuff? Oh, it's condoms, dental dams, HIV prep meds, pads, all kinds of cool stuff. They even had Narcan. I was like, this is a nice church. And there were places all over the church that were like, you are welcome here. Well, in the bathroom, I realized my period, which has been gone for 2 days, is back. So they didn't have tampons. So I had to put on a giant maxi pad, and then I wiped with this thing that I thought was a feminine wipe. Turns out it was not for that. And I came back to the wedding and I was like, Shelby, I feel like I just wiped my vagina. I gave my vagina an Altoid. And Emily was like, no phones during the ceremony, but she told me I specifically could film during the ceremony because she wanted my footage. She didn't want the boomers to film because she didn't really want there to be phones in all the pictures. So I made sure to film her husband's reaction as she walked down the aisle. But the church experience was lovely. This is mushrooms. This is me filming mushrooms. During the prayer, he was like, if you don't believe in a God, you can pray to a higher power or the universe, or you can not pray at all, or you can just meditate, or you can just be silent and have good thoughts for the couple. And it was just like the most welcoming church vibe. And I feel like it healed some kind of spirituality inside me. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just like opened new doors and took away some of the rules that I grew up with, and some of the religious trauma got a little bit shattered, which is a nice feeling. And then we went outside to wait for our next Uber or whatever Lyft to get there, and we decided to play on the playground, and then realized we were going to be in the background of all the wedding photos, so we had to stop. Also, look at all the nice churches in Pittsburgh. I will see you tomorrow for part 2 of this video.